The global economy is like a giant organism. It consists of more than 300 million companies, and we estimate that they are connected through a total of about 13 billion supply chain links. Imagine if we could build a map of all these economic flows. This could give us unique insights into the functioning of the global economy, and it would help us making it more robust, fair and sustainable. For the longest time, it was unthinkable to build such a map. But now we live in a new age of data, and the question isn't if, but how we can do this. My name is Anton Pichler. I'm a researcher at the Wien Institute for Transport and Logistics Management. During crises, such as the recent COVID pandemic, it becomes apparent how interconnected our global economy is, and also how fast it can get out of whack. For example, think about the shortages in medical devices such as ventilators or oxygen tanks. Behind each of these products lies a vast network of supply chains. There are manufacturers, wholesalers, but also suppliers of raw materials and packaging, logistics and also carrier companies. In our modern economy, these companies can be spread all over the world. And if some of these linkages break down, this can result in a shortage of critical medical supplies. To better forecast and prevent shortages, we need a deeper understanding of the global supply network. A detailed map of the global economy would also help us transition to more sustainable energy and also reduce the impact of climate change. And it would give us a new tool and means to fight tax evasion and corruption. Some of the data to build this map is already out there. And where it is missing, we can apply quantitative methods to fill in the blanks. That is why I released an article in the journal Science together with other researchers from around the world. This article advocates for a global alliance to build such a map, and it outlines the steps how to do this. A key ingredient in this could be detailed data on VAT, or value-added tax. The majority of countries collect VAT on every product that is sold, and a number of countries have started to collect this data in digital form. In this data, they record the buyer and the supplier, and sometimes also the product, quantities and even prices. A few countries have pioneered the collection of such data and made it available for research. Among these countries there are European ones, like Belgium, Spain and Hungary. But also some countries that you might not expect, like Ecuador, Kenya or India. Many European countries, like Germany and Austria, they are still missing from this list. For a few years now, the European Union has been pushing for the modernization of VAT collection. If this initiative is successful, it could result in a much better map of the European economy. But the value-added tax approach also has problems. For example, some countries do not collect VAT, such as the United States. Also, it is very unlikely that countries with strained political relationships would share such sensitive microdata. So there will always be holes in this map, even if we complement it with data from other sources, such as business intelligence databases or transaction data from banks. Therefore, we need to find a way to fill in the blank spots. Thankfully, there are a few ways to do this. We already have a vast amount of micro-level supply chain data. And we also have a good understanding of aggregate economic statistics. So we can apply smart algorithms for estimating the missing data. Researchers have started training machine learning and artificial intelligence models to identify firms that are likely connected with each other. Others have implemented web crawlers, used natural language processing models, and built knowledge graphs of the supply network. So mapping supply linkages with quantitative methods is a lively and advancing research field, and we can expect novel and interesting insights in the coming months and years. All this requires a joint effort, not only of researchers, but also of policymakers, from governments and different international organizations, such as the OECD and World Bank. But this kind of data is very sensitive. In the wrong hands, it could also be weaponized. That's why it needs high data protection standards and must be reserved for policymaking and research only. One thing is for sure, we live in a new age of data, and there's much to learn if we connect the dots. And if we do it right, we can use these insights to make better decisions that benefit society as a whole.